Good morning from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is Smart Mado Ajaja, the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International. Good morning. Another bright and beautiful day here in Houston. So lovely. Yeah, it was a little chilly last night, but it's warming up now, and I believe we are going to have an incredible weather and day today. So how are you doing? All right. I hope you are up to a great start for the new day. Yes, just as it is here with me. All right. Now, if you are joining us on Facebook, please follow Open Nigeria, where we are making this broadcast from our ideology page. Those on YouTube, click subscribe to the ONN channel and join us to be deeper members of the Open ONN channel here on YouTube. We will share a lot of great things out there for those who want to belong and really belong and show us support what we do for the people of Nigeria, Africa, and around the world. So, and let me use this opportunity to thank all those who have subscribed and those who are following us on other channels. We are so happy that we are growing steadily and organically, which is what I wanted on purpose. I want us to be dealing with the real people, those who are connected to the issues central to what we do. Thank you again for subscribing. If you are just joining, do us a favor, subscribe, share, like, love, and be part of our conversation. Yes. The theme of our conversation today is the opposition in Nigeria. Nigeria deserves an organic people's opposition, not driven by politicians. Because the way Nigeria is right now, politicians cannot solve the problems of Nigeria. Politicians are responsible for what is happening in Nigeria. So we cannot entrust them with the solution that they have not been able to give since the past 64 years. Yes, 3 generations of politicians have failed Nigeria. The reason is because they are driven by corruption. Corruption spiced with religious and tribal nationalism. We are tired of it. We want an organic Nigerian movement. We want the people of Nigeria to be the drivers of their destiny. That is the reason I am making this live stream today. I see what is taking place right now in Nigeria. Nigeria is in chaos right now. Nigeria is in both physical, spiritual, and constitutional crisis. Very dangerous combo that, if not well managed, and that if the people of Nigeria do not step out and be decisive and intentional with their choice of course of action, Nigeria will collapse into hell, and it will be disaster for the West African sub-region and later the whole of Africa. When smaller countries that are neighbor to Nigeria, when they start getting destabilized because of the massive population of Nigeria, and people will be pouring into those countries, they will crumble Ghana, they will crumble Republic of Benin, they will crumble Burkina Faso, they will crumble Ivory Coast. Yes, Togo will be gone. Liberia will follow, and Sierra Leone will crash, and that will be a disaster to Africa. Because when those things, all those countries fall, it will be the multiplier effect is better imagined. Cameroon will go down. Yes. You see the size of Nigeria. The population of Nigeria is dangerous for the kind of hell the country is going through because of its tragedy of leadership. And this is the reason why the whole of Nigeria must rise up right now. No time for Islam, no time for Christianity. It's time for Nigeria, an African country. Before anything else, let the spirit of Nigeria drive us. Let us come together as a people and forge a new common front. Yes, that will lead to a new country. That is what we need right now. And it is urgent. And that is why I'm making this clarion call to you Nigerians listening to me. Nigerian politicians are incapable of doing anything. They are criminals for the most part. They have no ideas. They don't know what they want, but how to fleece the country and make it worse. So when you see Atiku, when you see El-Rufai, when you see Amechi Rotimi, when you see all these crazy people now decamping into SDP, please look at them very critically. Look at them. All of them have held positions in the past. What did they do with their positions? It is all about for them to grab power and not to do anything for the good of Nigeria. So the people of Nigeria must not associate themselves with them. Excuse me. Instead, the people of Nigeria must build a people's-driven movement to take down the Nigerian system and build a system that will be open to all Nigerians with fair, free, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunities for Nigerians to grow and develop, progress and prosper. Yes, according to their abilities and levels of competency. That is how nations grow. That is how real nations grow. And that is how Nigeria must grow. If at all, the people of Nigeria truly desire a new country. A country where criminals will never ever have access to being anything inside Nigeria. A country where criminals will be running from the law. And when they are arrested, they are prosecuted by one standard. Yes, and sent to where they belong. That is what we want in Nigeria. And the only people that can make it happen is the people of Nigeria. And the only platform they put together to make it happen, a people's platform. Yes. Where fear will not rule us. Where religion will not be the leader. Where religion will not matter anymore. Where religion will not matter. And what will matter most is Nigeria, its goods, and the good of its people. We want that now. And you know what? We have a platform that we are inviting you Nigerians to come to. And that platform is the Open Nigeria movement. Yes. Open Nigeria Now movement. It is not driven by politicians or those driven by politics of self-interest. It's a spiritual organization. Yes, brought together by the circumstances of our time to advance the cause for one open, united, prosperous, and great Nigeria. How about that? Hi, Lufty, how are you? Hey, good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Please help us share this broadcast. If you have Nigerian friends or you are a Nigerian, share with your Nigerian friends. Share with members of families. We want them on board to listen to this stream. Yes, we want a Nigeria that works. We don't want a Nigeria that will be hell more than what it is right now. Nigeria is hell right now. The people are confused. The people are hungry. They have no access to opportunities. Young people have graduated from the universities. When they come out, they don't have any jobs. They are hopeless. They are rudderless. Everything is crazy. The crime wave in Nigeria is something else. Yes, because the young people must survive. And if they must survive, they must do whatever to survive. Yes, including some criminal things. So we are seeing a lot of crazy things going on in Nigeria right now because of the country's failure, total collapse, yes, of its leadership infrastructure. We are struggling as a country. This is not the way a country should be. This is not the way a country of the stature of Nigeria ought to be administered. Nigeria is in danger right now. We must do our bits. We must unite at all levels. If you are hearing this message now, run and get some more people to listen to it. Get some more people to share this message. Get some more people to like this message on YouTube, on Facebook, so that this message will be recommended and go viral. It is our responsibility. That is the one thing you have to do. We are not asking anybody for money. For those who feel like they have enough to support what we do, we sincerely and very deeply appreciate them. But for you who do not have, it's not a problem. But you do have one thing. If you are listening to us and you agree with what we are doing, share the message, like it, comment, ask us questions about anything you do not clearly understand about the message that we share. We will be happy to explain to you because we owe you that responsibility to get you to that point, to that level of consciousness that is required for you to preach the same message that we are preaching at your level and wherever you are. Yes, we owe you that obligation. Please ask us questions. No question is stupid. Every question has sense in it. We will answer you to the best of our ability. The only time, don't insult us. Just ask us respectfully, and we will explain to you. You don't have to agree with everything that we are saying, but if you seek further understanding, you may be able to convince you to be part of what we are doing. This is a moment for the people of Nigeria to put religion aside. It's a moment for the people of Nigeria to put their regions aside. It's a moment for the people of Nigeria to put their tribes aside. It is a moment for Nigerians to set aside their political differences. It's a moment for Nigerians to question themselves. I've been loyal to these people and my life has not gotten better. So what is wrong in changing? And then exploring other alternatives to what you know. This is what it is. And this is what makes us the unique human being we should be. Human beings must always strive, ask questions, explore, conquer new territories. That is what we should be doing. And that is what Nigerians have not done since the past 64 years. We have been head down by the stereotype of tribalism. We have been head down to the stereotype of regional nationalism. We have been head down to the ideology of blind support for political parties that have not done us any good. So now, Nigerians, why can't you wake up and say, you know what? Country first. Country first. Country first. Nigeria first. Nigeria now. Because it is Nigeria that gave you the identity that you have. I am a Nigerian. You see, I'm in the United States now. When they ask me, I'm a Nigerian. And they know. All right? Now, you go out there, you are a Nigerian. And I see some people ask some ignorant questions. Nigeria has not done anything for me. Are you serious? Nigeria has done so much for you. Nigeria has done so much for me. Nigeria is our mother. Nigeria gave birth to all of us. Whether we like how it is constituted or not, that is the country we are in. What is our responsibility? We owe the country a responsibility to make her better. You think your silence will make anything better? No. You think that you being afraid of raising your voice will make anything better? No. Our conspiracy of silence, complicated by fear and corruption, has been the reason our country is the way it is. When you see somebody from your tribe destroying Nigeria, destroying your mother, Nigeria is our mother, you turn a blind eye because you don't want to make somebody offended. But this same person doesn't care about you. He's stabbing your mother to death, stabbing her everywhere, killing her. Your mom is gasping for air. Will you treat your biological mother like that? If you are not going to allow people to insult and disrespect your biological mother, then you must not allow anybody insult, vandalize, and brutalize Nigeria. Because Nigeria is the same thing, like your biological father and your biological mother. So we owe her a duty. We owe him a duty to protect her. We owe her a duty. We owe him a duty to defend her, defend him. Are we doing that? Are we doing that? Are we defending Nigeria? Yes. We are not. If we are defending Nigeria, Nigeria will not be lying prostrate the way it is. If we were defending Nigeria, Nigeria will not be like the orphan she is for no just cause. A country that has provided us 95% of arable land to farm. We eat from the soil of Nigeria. Yes. We are in that space of Nigeria. And then we don't want to pay rent. And we want that country to survive. Every positive action you take in defense of Nigeria is a requisite rent that you owe the country that you must pay. Are you paying your rent? But you go to church every Sunday to pay tithe to Adeboye. You go to church every Sunday to pay tithe to Paul and Nature. You go to church every Sunday to pay tithe to Yedepo. In the mosque, you are paying. Gumi is misleading you in the mosque. Saad Abubakar is misleading you for what he puts into his pocket. And with you getting absolutely nothing. And you are following them blindly. And you think you don't owe Nigeria a duty to stand up to those people and tell them, stop. This is our mother. You are abusing her. You are raping her. That is why we must stand up today. Atiku has raped Nigeria, raped her blind. Even raped her and stole money from her to come and build a house here in Potomac, Maryland. I have a picture of his house. And then you come and be telling me about articulate. At nearly 80, you are a 25-year-old man. You are lining behind a fool, a criminal, a rogue who has wrecked your country. You are calling him articulate. You want him to come and lead you and make a decision for a future that he's not going to be a part of. Shame on you. Shame on you. Look at the talk in River State. The confusion he has created there. I am talking about Nyesom Wiki. I posted a picture of him and his children that they took here in the United States. He sent his children to school here in the United States. You are in Nigeria. How many times are your universities open in Nigeria? When was the last time you ran a full semester without industrial action? You are stupid. Nigerian youths, majority of you are stupid. So stupid. So stupid. That when we show you these pictures, you don't take them seriously. You don't think they mean anything. You will die. You are ready to die for those oppressors. Yes, or wiki. Amechi Rotimi. Yes. Akpabio. Yes. Look at what Akpabio is doing. Akpabio, who ought to resign and go and face prosecution. You know what she's doing now? They are spending money in Kogi State to buy you, the poor, to start a proceeding for recalling Senator Natasha in order to silence her. Yes, for the sexual harassment allegations against him that he has not been able to defend. Instead, he became a judge, a prosecutor in his own case. You Nigerians are looking at him. Corrupt people. Yes, Nigerians, we are very corrupt. And they are distributing money to the poor to sign a petition to recall an innocent woman who is fighting for you, who stood up for you. Nigerians, you are very corrupt. Very, very corrupt. Yes, so the wicked has the upper hands. The wicked, few in number, very infinitesimal amount, percentage of our people are the ones running us amok. And you are aiding and abetting them. They gather together against you. Yes, make heinous decisions that are killing you in quantum, and you still lying behind them. It is time for you to rewire your head, rewire your brains, to start thinking like normal human beings. Nigerians are not thinking like normal human beings. Yes, when they say Nigeria is a zoo, people get angry. Tell me why Nigeria is not a zoo. Yes, a zoo is even better than Nigeria because zoos are organized. Yeah, people tend to the animals. People feed the animals. They are a little bit more organized. Yes, Nigeria is far worse than a zoo. Nigeria is, in fact, a Jurassic World. Yes, that is what Nigeria is. And then why do we get angry? When people are frustrated and they say Nigeria is a zoo. You have no right. If Nigeria is not a zoo, why do you have a drug dealer as your president? Why do you have a terrorist as his vice? Why do you have a bandit, a violent bandit as your minister of defense? And how, with this combination, plus some other ones that I'm not mentioning, yes, with this combination, how would your country be safe and secure? Tell me how on earth. It is your fault. It is our fault. Now let us agree that it is our fault. Are we willing to do something different to set ourselves free so we can save the next generation and unborn generations of Nigerians the headache of doing what we are supposed to have done in our own generation? What kind of country are we going to leave for the next generation? This is the reason why we must now build an organic, people-driven movement, not political alliances built by politicians who are looking for opportunity to do the same thing that those they want to remove, those who were their friends, those with whom they created a similar movement they call APC, a terrorist organization fronting as a political party that has brought the country on its belly. Rufai, was he not in APC? Yes, was he not in APC? Amechi Rotimi, was he not in APC? Osibanjo, was he not a vice president of Nigeria on the platform of APC? Tell me what is going to do differently. Yes, they have nothing to offer. Atiku, has he not become, he was a member of APC at one time. Then he went to PDP. He came back to APC. And now what is he trying to do? So tell me, what type of leadership do you expect from these expired people? They are supposed to be consigned into a dustbin and never be heard anymore. Are those ones you are lining behind? You see, when they say coalition, Nigeria wants to build coalition. They want to build a coalition. They never build a coalition for progress. It is a coalition for personal benefit. It's not a coalition that will advance the cause of the country. It's not a coalition that will bring social and socioeconomic justice to the people of the country. It is a coalition that will deepen the darkness. So that is why we need a brand new and organic people-driven movement, not a coalition. Not a coalition. A brand new people-driven organic movement is what is going to save Nigeria. We don't need it. So that is why I always tell them, those who are not listening still, we don't need an election. We need a rebellion to destroy the Nigerian system first. If we successfully destroy the Nigerian system, then we can recalibrate our democracy and tailor it to who we are so it can work for us. And then we are able to drive it and hold the drivers accountable. What we have right now is a caricature, not anything near democracy. If we had democracy, will one beast wake up one morning and declare a state of emergency in River State? Yes, a very strategic state in Nigeria, and get away with it. He did not follow the procedures. One, he's sitting on odium. He's an illegitimate president. He's an illegal president. He's a beast who violated and destroyed all of our strategic institutions. He's actually supposed to be under arrest and prosecuted for treason for what he did to Nigeria. And now he's doing more. And you are waiting for what? You are saying that you are building a coalition. How are you going to run that coalition? What is it going to be that you are going to do differently? Tell me how you plan to run this coalition. With the same electoral laws that empower criminals? Yes. And you are not seeing the need for us to review our electoral laws? And you think a criminal who came through the back doors, who violated all of our country's institutions, will be the one that we usher in justice in Nigeria? It is impossible. It is impossible. Looking at what is happening in Kogi State right now, with a woman who stood up to challenge the system, being rounded up now, and they are using you, the poor people in Nigeria, because that is what they want. They have made you so terribly hungry that 1,000 naira alone means so much for you, or to you, enough for you to sell your conscience and kill the good people. You are the reason why the real leaders of Nigeria are outside the country. You are the reason why the real leaders of Nigeria will never have access to leading you out of darkness. You poor people in Nigeria. Yes, you are so hungry. And you have become impervious to common sense. They are sharing 1,000 naira. And you are lining up. You know, now the process of removing them, they themselves, from power is so difficult. Yes, the process of recalling them. We should be recalling Akpabio right now. We should be recalling Yeson Wike right now. We should be having them in our own custody right now. But when that time comes, we don't see you. But one day the criminals gather, they come to you and give you stipends. You are ready to go to the moon for them. You are ready to kill people like me. You send me death threats every day because I'm stepping on the toes of those who oppress you. That is how sad poverty is. I am able to understand this because I took time to study poverty. Yes, poverty is a disease. How can we combat it? Those of us who have the opportunity of being outside Nigeria, yes, those of us who have a little means, this is the reason why I am calling all of you. Let us unite and do what we must do. We in the diaspora, last year alone, we sent over 30 billion US dollars to Nigeria. The remittances we make to Nigeria is the reason the Nigerian economy is still gasping for air. Otherwise, it will be dead. Yes, we work hard. We work for ourselves. We work for the people at home. And then we are not recognized. I came home in 2019. What was some of you calling me? You were calling me Americana because I was telling you the truth. You were calling me Americana because I told you let's do things differently. Because the way we have been doing it have not worked. You were calling me a foreigner. Some told me, go back to your country. Yes, you told me, go back to America. We don't do things like this in Nigeria. But what you are doing in Nigeria is not leading us anywhere. It is costing me much. I support a lot of people in Nigeria. A lot of people, many that I will never ever meet. Yes, physically. Yes, they call crying. They call the families have no food to eat. We support them. But when we come home, we don't see you. We have the capacity to do good, but they use you against us. Look at where your country is. The best you can do is to trek 1,000 miles across the Sahara Desert to get to Libya, where you are sold and traded like slaves, and even murdered. And then some of you escaped through raft boat across the wild Mediterranean in an attempt to escape into Italy and other parts of Europe. Many have drowned. I'm not talking about 1,000. I am talking about tens of thousands of Nigerians have drowned and died in the Mediterranean. Their families will never see them. And those who make it across into Italy and other parts of Europe, they stay in refugee camps. Yes, they stay in concentration camps where they are fed dog foods and treated like less than humans. Yes, these are people who come from a country endowed with everything. Yes, natural and mineral resources. A country that has gold, but is not benefiting from the deposit of goods. Chinese are the ones harvesting goods in Nigeria. They arm bandits. They'll be shooting up the whole place. Yes, with Matawale. Yes, quartering them. Yes, buying them operational vehicles to kill and maim and kidnap Nigerians. Today, Matawale is a defense minister of Nigeria, and you want an end to terrorism. And you believe that it's going to come to an end? No. You see what I'm saying? The pathology of the foolishness of Nigeria. Yes, and Nigerian leaders. Why are you organizing? We are supposed to be organizing to push them out. By all means necessary. A revolution is what Nigeria needs, not an election. Any person talking about an election in Nigeria under these circumstances that we found ourselves is a hater of Nigeria. You don't love Nigeria. The French people that have become monsters across Africa, they revolted. You hear about the French Revolution. Yes, they were tired, they had it, and they revolted. Americans revolted to build the America of their dream. Remember, America was a British colony. Yes, America was a British colony. Until a time came, they decided that they didn't want Imperial Britain to be telling them what to do, and them expecting them to pay taxes to Britain. Yes, the greatest exploiter, one of the greatest imperial exploiters in the world. And one of the reasons the world is disordered. It started a long time ago. The people who created slavery, those who created colonialism, those who sat in Berlin in 1884 and 1885 to partition Africa and then started the scramble for Africa, built all the fake countries that we have in Africa that cannot trade with themselves. Black man, where's your thought? Why are you not thinking? Yes, that is what we are. The people who showed us inferiority, that we are inferior to their skin color. And many years after independence, they are still telling us what to do. Yes, we run cap in hand to them to ask them for aid from what they stole from us, from our abundance. Yes, 45% of the earth's resources, and even more, are in Africa. But Africa has some of the poorest people on earth. Yeah, we are the poorest people on earth for no just cause, because we have leaders who cannot think outside the box. We have puppets as our leaders. Our true leaders, we kill them. We kill our prophets before they grow. There are consequences for bad choices. But a moment has come, and that moment is now. And it must start from Nigeria. With the size of Nigeria, yes. If anything positive happens in Nigeria, it will reflect all over Africa. We want an Africa without boundaries. We want an Africa with one currency. We want an Africa with one central bank. We want an Africa with one economy. And we want an Africa with one military. Because if we have all this together, Boko Haram will be a thing of the past. The Fulani bandits will be a thing of the past. All the internal crises that we have will be dealt with decisively the African way. Homegrown African solution to African problems. This is what some people don't want. And we cannot see it and unite and get our acts together. It must start from Nigeria. Nigeria is the greatest setback to the unification of Africa. Nigeria, yes, Nigeria is too corrupt. Because of the corrupt leaders we sell our votes to. They cannot think. They are not even thinking in the direction of uniting Africa. Bola Tinubu, the rogue drug dealer, who dealt in drugs in commercial quantities in the United States, is a puppet. Yes, he is easily blackmailed with his criminal record here. And then he will be ready to do anything. Did you see what he was trying to do when Biden, if not that we stood up and mobilized the rest of Africa to stand up? Nigeria will go into Niger to fight Niger, a brotherly country who did nothing to Nigeria because they stepped on the toes of France, an imperial power that has been exploiting them for over 70 years, stealing all their uranium, and then to power France. Yes, light France, but the people of Niger, from where they steal all the uranium, are in darkness. What is wrong with their black man? What is the wrong with the African mind? Yes. So they came through ECOWAS. This beast came to power, not even 2 weeks. They made him chairman of ECOWAS. He has no experience. He never has been a member, a leader at ECOWAS. All of a sudden, yeah, because they wanted Nigeria to be used to battle Niger. Yes. Thank God for all those Africans who stood up and said, no, this cannot happen. Now, ECOWAS is effectively dead. No Niger, no Burkina Faso, no Mali, no ECOWAS. ECOWAS is gone. And I want the United African Union to die that same way because they exist for nothing. How can we have an African Union that is funded by China? Have you heard a thing like that? Who is funding European Union? Even if they steal money, steal resources from Africa. When it's time to funding, they say they fund it. Now, the African Union building in Addis Ababa was built by China. Built and bugged by China. Yes, when they are holding African Union meetings, they bring Europeans there. What business do they have? They call them observer. They bring Arabs. What are they doing there? They are not Africans. Do they ever invite us to inner caucus meeting of the European Union? Do they invite us to be monitors in their election? It's only Africans. That every time Nigeria, every African country wants to run an election, you will see them coming. They are coming from America. They are coming from Europe. They are coming from all over the place to monitor us because we are stupid. Very stupid people. And then we don't understand that we are. When we say, I'm an African, what makes you an African? An African who cannot stand up and do what is best for his people. Yes, you are an African. What makes you an African? You are not in charge of your country. You are not in charge of your continent. Nothing you run by yourself. Yes, but you own everything that makes the world move around. But you can't do a damn thing for yourself. When it is time for you to choose leaders, you choose criminals. I'm an African. Are you not ashamed in 2023? When all the presidential candidates in a Nigerian election, yes, all the presidential candidates running in a Nigerian election, they took turn to go to Chatham House in London. Do you know how much it cost them and their entourage? That is money taken from Africa to Europe. They stayed in their hotels. They ate their food. They hired their limousines. And they paid money for that Chatham House to read their manifestos to the authors of colonialism and imperialism and the exploiters of Africa, leaving the African people, leaving the Nigerian people in the dark about what they represented. Shame on them. They are the same people gathering now. They say they are building an opposition to the darkness that they brought together. They were the ones who brought Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, because they are aggrieved, you want to remove him? Yes. This is the reason why Nigerians should tell them that we are not stupid. It is time. Let us build an organic people's movement. Anything short of that, we are wasting time. Hey, thank you, Eddie. Eddie, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate you. So let us join hands to get this job done. For real, it can be done. If some Europeans could come together in 1884 and 1885 and drew a map of Africa and to apportion parts of Africa to themselves, they were not 100, they were not 1,000 people who came together. Berlin Conference was put together by some European leaders who are looking for opportunities. When the Industrial Revolution became a global emergency, requiring cheap African labor and cheap African raw materials, they thought about a way. It was strategic thinking. To them, God blessed their plan. That they found a place, a fertile land, and with a people that they could manipulate, corrupt them, and took everything from them. Yes, that was strategic. Have you seen any African strategy, any African strategic thinking that has gone away from Africa? Yes, check it out. The Arabs came, 700 years of slavery. Yes, over us. 700 years of slavery. They took Africans from all over Africa and took them to the Arab world, enslaved them, used them. You know what? They castrated all the males for 700 years. Then later, the Europeans came for another 400 years. The same people. And then when they were tired, they're like, okay, we can't enslave all these people and bring them here. They decided to create this slavery at home. Yeah, that's what they call colonialism. They enslaved all of us at home. They formed fake governments for us. They built boundaries for us. We cannot trade between ourselves. They created all the kind of the foundation for all the hell we are going through was what they created. And we are here. We are here. Thank you very much, Eddie. Yes. Yes, he said because of this situation, I left Nigeria. Yes, we need to mobilize. We need to mobilize now. So we can build a Nigeria, we can inspire the people of Nigeria to come together so we can build a Nigeria that will have all of us returning home. Yes, we need to return home. Yes, So this is the reason we are saying this. The African mind, yes, something is not right. Something is not right. The people, Africans who can think, are kept in the curb. The Africans who can lead are kept in the curb. We have to change that. You, me, and all of us. It takes one candle to light up a nation. Let us light up Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, the only thing you can do, share our message wherever you are. I would like to connect with you. So let us start something from wherever you are, so we can bring it together to bear on Nigeria. The people at home are scared. They are so hungry. That's the excuse that they give all the time. They harass them with DSS. They harass me too with DSS. They closed my account. As we say, I don't have a bank account in Nigeria. They closed my account because they said they don't want me to help people in Nigeria. They are scared. Open Nigeria, they refuse to register with a CAC because they are scared of speaking the truth that we represent. But we don't care. Yes, they harass me with DSS. They harass, yes. There's nothing. They send me death threats every day. Yes. But I am not going to yield. I am not going to bow. Yes, thank you very much, Eddie. Get some more people to subscribe. Share our message. Share our channel. That is the only way we can, get that critical mass of critically thinking Nigerians together to get this job done. It is a tough job, but it can be done. Yes, if it is a tough job, but it can be done. If the Europeans can gather together to plan how to impoverish a whole people, a whole continent, why can't we join hands together to undo the damage that they have done? That is what is difficult with us. Yes, the Europeans, they will always come together. Just a few years ago, they came together and decided that they wanted to break down the walls in Berlin. Did the wall not come down? The Berlin Wall came down. That is people who can think. Are Africans thinking? All the African people did was rename Organization of African Unity, and they renamed it AU. That was all. They did not have any framework to deepen the work of AU. Yes, they are so stupid because they are not leaders. The true leaders of Africa are not in positions where they will demonstrate their leadership skills. This is what we must. Yes. Every time it's about hunger. Hunger, we are hungry, we are hungry. But you see the people who can take you away from your hunger, you abandon them. You don't support them. You don't line behind them. This is why Nigeria is where it is. And this is what they want Nigeria to be. It is time. Where are the good Nigerians? Where are the good Nigerians? Why can't we come together? Where are the diaspora Nigerians? I'm speaking this message and challenging them. Come, let us build. Join us at Open Nigeria. If you are listening to me now on Facebook, how to get to our ideology page on Facebook is checking at Open Nigeria 1. That is at Open, OPEN, NIGERIA, then the number 1, ONE, at Open Nigeria 1. Join us there and let us expand the movement. We are looking for true Nigerians to build that critical mass of critically conscious Nigerians so we can take on these criminals holding our country down. It is our right. We owe the country that right. We owe our fellow citizens that right. We owe modern Nigeria that right. Nigeria is crying. Nigeria is bleeding because her children are tearing her apart. And all of us are watching as they are destroying her. That is our motherland. The motherland that gave us the identity we have. Even if the name, we have to change it. Yes, but that expression of a geographical expression is the country where where we all come out from. When we want to travel, which passport do we travel with? Nigerian passport. When you are asked anywhere you are, where are you from? I'm Nigerian. And you say Nigeria has not done anything. You owe Nigeria. I owe Nigeria. All of us owe Nigeria a duty. It is a duty. It's a constitutional duty. It's a spiritual duty for us to stand up for that country and defeat the monsters holding the country down. It is time. It is time. Yes. Imagine I spent 4 years, calendar years, yes, turn back with my OND, MASCOM, instead of 18 months. It's sad. It is sad. It is sad. So sad. And you know what? These people creating this confusion in Nigeria, they bring all their children out of Nigeria to go to school here in the United States. They are in the UK. They are everywhere going to school. And they close down the schools. They make things don't work. Why? Because they are brigands. A people who love their country, people who are forward-looking, those who truly love their country, will not do that to their country. Nigerians, do not listen to Atiku. Nigerians, do not listen to Amechi Rotimi. Nigerians, do not listen to that terrorist, El-Rufai, and Osiobanjo, and all those who are building up another political party. And their intention is to take power, not to do anything good with it, but to worsen the country. Yeah. You should arrest all of them. That is where they belong. The people should wake up and be ready to make a lot of arrests. Arrest Bola Ahmed Tinubu, arrest Kashi Shetima, arrest Atiku, arrest all of them. Because they are the reason our country is the way it is. Politicians will not solve Nigeria's problems. They are created to make Nigerian problem worse. They are evil. They are evil. They hate Nigeria. They hate Nigeria. And you should not love them. This is why we need an organic, open people's movement. Yes. 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 Yes, we cannot continue to recycle the same old idiots and expect to get to a destination. Nigerians, arise, start thinking, because you are not thinking, especially the young Nigerians. Majority are corrupt. Majority are behind what they are suffering. And they won't stop complaining. They won't stop begging. Don't beg me for money anymore if you are not ready to work for Nigeria. As we speak, a lot of them don't want to identify openly with me because they are picking from here, left, right, and center. They are picking from the oppressors. They send me private messages. I don't want your private messages. If you want to be part of Open Nigeria, if you want to be part of what we represent, come out in broad daylight. That is what other citizens of Chile did to end their suffering. Chile is doing better today. All right? Come out. Let us do it once and for all. Those who use religion to hold you down, they are your enemy. People like Saad Abubakar, yes, who wants to Sharia-lize the whole of Nigeria. People are moving forward. He's shamelessly wanting to bring a Jim Crow Arab legal system into Nigeria. I hope he heard what happened 2 days ago when Ibrahim Traore rejected offer by Saudi Arabia to come and build 200 mosques in their country. He told them no. If you want, instead of you building mosques in more mosques in Burkina Faso, come and build hospitals, build schools. Saudi Arabia kept quiet. He told them, F you. Because he knows what they want to do to further destabilize the country. If it was Nigeria, Saad would be rushing. Either you want to build mosque all over the place. Mosque, what has the mosque done to us? Yes, but create terrorism. Stupid people who cannot think. Kidnappers, thieves. Yes, imagine the kleptocrats, yeah, arresting Yahoo boys when the model of Yahoo was learned from them. Absolutely. So it makes me sick that we have hypocrites all over Nigeria. Hypocrites in politics, hypocrites in religion, hypocrites in everything. Yes, it's time, Nigerians. Get up and stand up. All right, man. It's great, having the opportunity of reaching out to you once again today. And I look forward to seeing you in my next broadcast. Thank you, brother Eddie Jakes. I really appreciate you for your input today. And I look forward to reaching out to you personally. My email address, if you can write, if you have something to write, is APAVO62 @gmail.com. That is Apple Boy Apple Victor Oscar 62 at gmail.com. That is abavo62 at gmail.com. That is ABAVO62 at gmail.com. Okay, no problem. I will, what I'm going to do, I will make you a moderator so that you can connect from there. Let me do that right away. Okay, I've added you as a moderator. So when you receive the thing, just accept it. From there, we'll be talking. All right, drive safe, man. All right, drive safe. Take care. Bye for now. I love you. And I love all of you who joined from Facebook and from YouTube. Keep on joining us. Keep on helping us. Keep on expanding our message. We shall get there. We are determined because we are children of purpose. Bye for now.